What's Q&A? Having a hard time with my flexibility, kicking, punching, and footwork. What is the fastest way to achieve these techniques? Okay, somebody asked me a question about getting better flexibility and kicking, punching, and movement. They want a fast way to do it. Well, there is ways to achieve all this, but I don't know the fast way and I don't know the easy way, but there is ways. The only way I know is the correct way, the proper way, which for years I've been training and I'm still training up to this day. Started from 4 years old training in the martial arts, and I'm 35 right now, so training for a pretty long time. So the way how I learned from a young age and still learning, because I'm still growing, it's martial arts, lifetime journey. You're always going to keep learning new stuff to add to your game, to your martial arts, to your techniques, to your skills. In my opinion, when I say the correct way, the proper way, meaning everything you do, could be dancing, martial arts, any sport you're playing, form is important. Proper formation of the technique. This could take years just to properly form a technique in the correct way and execute the technique. But through formation, you will develop good technique, good skills, good execution, and you understand the technique more. From proper formation, you will develop power. So when you throw your technique in the proper form, you will automatically just have the power behind it because of the execution of the technique and the way you're delivering that technique. When I say the basics now, the fundamentals, it could be a basic walking forward, basic backward movement, basic jab, basic straight reverse punch, basic front kick. See, these are all basic fundamentals. A horse stance, cat stance, certain things you do to build up the body, the mind, the spirit, which gives you the basics, the fundamentals. Katas will help you with your formation, also your power, your balance, your coordination, also with your footwork. Katas is very important too. That's the basics, that's the tradition, which will take you into the higher level where you need to get to. So through doing those basics, when you move on to learn new techniques or different styles, you already understand the fundamental and you've done all the basics. So to learn something else, it's not going to be hard for you. You're going to have the knowledge about it already. So everything, as I said, you do is formation, how you form the technique. So that's the key, that's the way, is to form. Anything you're doing, dancing, martial arts, playing football, playing hockey, everything is how you execute the technique. And how you're going to execute that technique the correct way is with correct form. So just remember that everything is with form. So now if you have a hard time kicking, say if you have a hard time doing the side kick, how are you doing the side kick? Are you just throwing the kick out there like 100 miles per hour, just kicking? You have to understand the kick. You have to break the kick down and understand where you're delivering that kick to. How are you delivering the kick? How your body is positioned. So what you're gonna do is just basically break down the kick. You're gonna take your time, position yourself in the form, in the way where you're gonna throw that side kick. Know what part of the leg you're gonna kick with. You're gonna bring your leg up slowly and execute it out very slowly. So everything you're doing is gonna be done in slow motion. There is no fast kicking. There is no, let's see if I can kick the hardest. There's no hardest kicking or can I kick this back the hardest. Everything is done with slow motion. And after you build up the form and you get the correct motion of the kick, then doing it fast is going to come natural. It's going to be automatic. Then you're going to have the power after that. Because with proper form, you will just automatically generate the power. So just like a punch, the same exact way, you're going to execute the punch slowly, knowing what two knuckles to hit with the two top knuckles, how to rotate the hip around. Just like you're doing the splits, you're going to get the correct formation, how to go down into the split. You're going to work yourself down slowly. And whenever you can't go anymore, you're going to sit back and then work from that position. So a form of getting into the moves is the most important thing. You notice I mentioned dancing a lot because I dance myself and I use dancing to help me with my footwork, to keep me light on my feet. Also do a lot of jump roping also. So now when I mention dancing, and they have katas in the martial arts, katas are basically dancing because they are prearranged movements, imaginary fighting, which you work from side to side, 45 degrees, you work going back, forward, and you're executing, blocking, striking, kicking techniques. So very similar to dancing, which is basically the same thing I would consider it to be, in my opinion. You know, they have musical katas where you can put music on and do your katas too. So, I mean, dancing, katas, basics, very important. And everything, as I said, if you want the way is formation. That's the way. Once you get the form down, you got everything. You can do anything you want. You can do any kicking you want, any movement, any footwork, any boxing you want, just as long as you have that form. So if you want the way, formation is the way, and to get the form is to practice these techniques very slowly and be patient. Remember now, there are so many different styles out there, so many different ways of martial arts, different techniques and all these stuff. But the human body, you have 2 legs and you have 2 hands. So keep that in mind. You only have 2 legs and you have 2 hands. So whatever style is there, whatever technique, like I mentioned in my prior videos, it's all up to you. You're the one who made that style happen. The style doesn't make you. So just as long as you have the understanding of formation of the body, how to maneuver your body around, angle your body, you know your alignment of the body, you can do any kata, you can do any style, you can do any kicking, you can do any movement you want. So just remember that it's all on the formation of the body, how you're executing, how you're forming those techniques, and that's the key. So through just having proper formation, you will gain everything. Everything will come easily and flow right into place. Through form, you will maintain balance, coordination, flexibility, accuracy in landing the techniques when you execute them, because you have the formation of it. So once you have the form, you can pinpoint that technique in anywhere you want to go, and it's going to flow right through there, and you're going to hit the target, bullseye. Also rhythm, footwork, speed, and power. So all this you will gain from just having proper formation. And to gain formation, you're just going to break the techniques down and work them slowly. Nothing fast paced. Everything is broken down slowly. Keep on kicking. Subscribe to my channel. Rate, comment. Check out wenguchi.com. Os.